And either something happens and I see that there's actually a connection going on here. Okay, I believe there's something happening now. Okay, I think that we're live now. I think we're back. I think we're here, living life like Larry. Let's see here. The proverbial Larry. Yeah, we're back, Kieran. Let's go. Okay, sweet. All right, this is good, Kieran. We're gonna find out now, but yeah, because I think there's some wrong things I did. I forgot to purge I forgot to purge the old NVIDIA setup, the old NVIDIA driver. So I had to do that real quick, reinstall it. But I think we're back, and I'm optimistic because now NVTop is actually running. My GPU is detected here. It says the name of the GPU right there. It's right there, dude. Right there. So yeah, I'm assuming that we should be good, but I wanted to save the moment of truth until we actually were on stream. So I'm gonna close here, and we're gonna see if Unity cooperates, and if not, oh buddy, we're gonna be for a world of pain, a world of hurt, of sadness. Or, sometimes it's just not in the card. Sometimes it's not in the card for you. It happens. You just have to accept it. Let's see if this Unity project opens up. And so far it looks like it is. And it's compiling scripts. Oh my goodness, we haven't crashed. Oh my goodness, joyous day. Oh man. I want to do like a 3-hour top stream, and geez, we've eaten up so much time just dealing with this dumb business. But we're back. We're back. And I think now that we're back, I want to do the... Actually, what do I got on here? No. What do we got going on here? What is this? That's pretty good. All right, we're back. We can start doing some work, and we're gonna have to deal with some stuff. We're gonna have to deal with the NeoVim things later. We're gonna deal with the fact that MVim does not behave the way I want it to. It makes me very mad. It makes me feel like I'm going crazy. But it's okay. We're not going to deal with that right now. We're going to deal with the fact that we have Unity working. I wonder if dragging and dropping works now. Let's see if dragging and dropping works. Biggie, what's up, Biggie? I'm glad you dig the music. There's a lot of perusing that happened into making this mix. So let's try this again and then see if this works. We're gonna find out. Item hole. We're gonna see if what happened last stream happens. Because if it did, it's a Unity issue. And it works. Okay, I think it's a graphics API issue that was popping up last time. I think that's what the issue was. And let's open up a sprite. Huzzah, though. Huzzah. We're not... It didn't crash. It didn't crash, dude. Oh, you're trying every monitor but that one, dude. Yeah, CRT, there you go. There you go. You got it now, man. Use Ubuntu. What are you making? I'm making a little thing here to make display the state of the level, which items you've collected and which ones you have yet to collect. Things of that nature. And we have this little UI here that's going to be a big indicator. And how big is this sprite? It's 7x7. So it's not 4x4, it's 7x7. I was like, yeah, that feels very small. Yeah, of course it's small. 7x7, not 4x4. Okay. So we could do this thing of like using... I should do like compression or something. So anyways, let's get these little potholes placed where they belong. The reason I'm not baking it into the asset is because I'm still considering potentially having unique back faces depending on what type of item it is, so it can kind of indicate to the player that, hey, some items that you're missing are actually more special than what you may believe. So you should probably go find that, bucko. You should probably get good there, bucko. And like so. And for my own edification, yeah, we'll use this asset. There should be a way to configure which default file opener you should use in Ranger. But let's find it here. Oh, is it just here? Then it's gonna be in the root folder. What are we looking for? What's going on here? Oh no! Don't tell me this. Okay, no, it's there. It's there. We're good. We're good. I was scared for a second. I was like, no, not another problem. Not another. You can't do this to me. You can't keep doing this to me, man. I'm not a bad guy. I don't deserve for this. You can't keep doing this to me, Unity. Okay, no, but that's not Unity, Linux. Assets, I believe should be UI. And I believe we have the layout right here. So we have 4 of these bad boys. So we have to line them up like so. Like so. And honestly, I'm starting to think more and more that I should just like have them be baked into the sprite itself. The more I look at this, the more I'm like, maybe, just maybe I should actually bake them in, but because I want to have precise placement here, but I'm also an imprecise human being. Or if you're like Steve Jobs says at the end of the Fassbender documentary, or not documentary, but film, I'm poorly made. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Thanks, Morgan. Yeah, Morgan's on it. Have any practicalities? It's great. It's just fun, man. Nah, refresh rate I'm looking for. I have a 144 hertz monitor over there. I just like it. It's different from work, from my usual day job setup. And how many pixels do we have here? You're like 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many pixels are you on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so they're the same. So I should have 4 conceptual pixels. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little life hack for myself. I'm gonna temporarily open up this asset just so I can place things where they actually belong according to my little... I hate that this is not... It opens up new instances. Whatever. It is okay. Oh, there's a foreground element. Where art thou? Wait, 1 second. Oh, it's locked, that's why. Okay, the theme is broken. This does not look right. I don't know why it's... Oh, it's because it's not selected. Okay, never mind. Skill issue. So... I'm gonna save this like so. Though I'm probably gonna orient this down a little bit. Let's make a new layer, actually. Just to make things a bit less destructive. And we're gonna move this box down a little bit. That feels right. That feels morally correct. And now I have a template to work with. And now we can orient things the way they're meant to be oriented. And let me actually make this actually aligned to the point of like minor Z fighting. Yeah, that's fine. And then I'll delete these other boys. And I just need to get this close enough. Not perfect, just close enough. How does that feel? I think that feels right. Right as rain. Okay, let me catch up real quick. Hey, the samurai's here. Background music is sweet and nice. Thank you, humanity. Like Dark Souls? Kind of. I guess kind of, but not really. Do all pixel art's item sizes have to be calculated based on the resolution based in the game? No, they aren't. They aren't. Yeah, the assets themselves aren't being calculated. Recalculate like that. Salutations. That's good to see the regulars here. What's up, fellers? It's always good to have you here. Yeah, I think the closest thing to like recalculation we do is that we have a triplanar mapping, which kind of helps keep pixels unintentionally, but has the same effect. Kind of helps keep pixels aligned. Yeah. If this is a UI element, if I use a world space UI, we would have like the whole canvas group thing to orient it, but it's okay. It's okay. We can do this. It's fine. I love Dragon Quest. Unironically. If there's any like benefit to the CRT, and it's actually probably more of a hindrance, but it does make pixels behave differently. They blend together in a nice way that doesn't happen normally on LCD screens. But the thing is, I'm making a game for mass majority of people who don't use CRT, so it's not like any of them are really going to benefit from that. But I mean, it's cool. It's pretty cool to me. All right, let's consolidate these guys. I'm gonna yoink them, then delete them, then paste them, and then look at that, voila. Voila, we have a contiguous list of the items here. We can save it, and then I can go back here and I can get rid of this, and everything's oh hunky-dory. Oh, beautiful. Oh, joyous day. Now, I'm also curious, because I did install Roslyn. So I'm curious if Roslyn is actually going to work with the script stuff. Actually, I could just use Ranger, because I think Ranger still works well with this. So if I were to go to, say, item, and then... Oh, this is the wrong place. I believe features. And then... Because I don't think... Yeah, new folder, because I didn't rename it. Nope, Roslyn ain't working. I'm not seeing no Roslyn working here. Oh, tragic. Oh, sadness. Well, if I'm not going to have an aesthetic and slightly functional NeoVim editor, then why is NeoVim? We could just use Writer like we've been using these past couple since forever. So why not? We go back. We return to whence we began in this coding primordial soup and use a chunky yet functionally great Writer. I'm sorry, what is happening with me, dude? Why is every single thing I have breaking? Now my IDE broken. Yesterday I couldn't drag and drop. That would crash. Firefox crash. Today the drivers broke. And now and NeoVim is now in a busted state. And now Writer isn't working? You're kidding me, dog. You can't be doing this to me, man. You can't do this. They can't keep getting away with it. Okay, it opened up the second time. Okay. We're okay. I'm back alive. I'm not. Okay, we're good. I was about to lose it, dude. I was legitimately about to lose it. I was this close, man. I was just this close, man. No, we're not gonna do updates, okay? If I learned something, updates are not good for the brain. Okay, I at least have my Vim motions. They're working as intended, and I can navigate to the things I want to. We're not doing state transitions. We're not doing the player camera controller. We're not doing... Maybe I have to do stuff for the application. Yeah, we're actually going to have to keep that. And then now we have this UI item type and all this. Okay, beautiful. Oh, my goodness. I had to breathe in for a second, dude. All right, let me catch up in chat. India, unique for me, okay. Coding on the CRT's neck level. Yeah, it's great vibes, man. Thank you, Random Greatness. But I don't, because education outdated is out to get us. Didn't you think you were programming, thought you were just navigating a Linux? I didn't think you were programming. I thought you were navigating a Linux desktop. Yeah, I mean, the way I navigate this is the same way I'm navigating i3. Very similar in how I interact with it. But, what software I'm using? I'm using Writer. It's a great IDE. How'd you break NeoVim, bro? It's not broke. It's not actually like broke. It's me, because like if you do apt-get, you get or sudo apt install NeoVim, you get an old version. I think you get like 9 something or 0.9 point something. And for Roslyn, this LSP, it requires NeoVim, I think 11 at least. And I'm finding that having an old version of NeoVim is becoming more and more of a liability. Like even the Markdown viewer I have requires like, I think 10 or something, but somehow it still kind of works on 9. So yeah, I use the apt image and set it up, and it's not working great right now. And what I'm seeing people say is, hey dude, just build NeoVim from source. It's super easy. And I imagine it's super easy. I just didn't want to have to do that, man. I just wanted to get a latest version of NeoVim and just have it do the thing. And I did all that, and I'm not seeing Roslyn work. But actually, I think there's a command you have to do to enable it. So let me before I talk out my butt, let's just investigate, shall we? Got a new folder. Okay. Roslyn. Okay. So it's recognizing it as a command. I forgot what the commands are though. Yeah, there we go. Raw NeoVim commands, and just start. All right, I'll trust the AI in that one. Oh yeah, here we go. Yes. The 2. Spawning language server. Failed language server is either not installed or missing from path. Oh my goodness. I will never forgive them. Okay, I'm apparently missing some steps with this Roslyn thing, so yeah. But it's there though, it's functional, so there's just some setup I'm missing. So I'm gonna just have to search that up for whatever reason. Very sad. But it's okay, I'm not too against using this guy here. Ryder's been a good friend of me for a long time. Sometimes you just want to do something lightweight, you don't want to rely on powerful, beefy IDs, and I just want to just do it the way the founding fathers did it, the way Washington did it when they wrote the Articles of Declaration. Hey, Lion Barrel TM, stay happy. Thank you, humanity. Of your setup and how you make stuff. Thank you. Thank you, Kai. That, like, the highest compliment here is not like, people say a lot of things, and I appreciate it. But the highest compliment to me isn't that, hey, you're so smart, or hey, you know, this is super technical, or what. The thing that makes me very happy to hear is when you guys feel cozy with this setup, and it makes you feel relaxed in some form or fashion. That makes me happy. That's like the thing that makes me very, very happy. So as long as we're chilling and you're just enjoying the vibes you got going on here, that's enough to make a man happy. See you, humanity. You have a good one, all right? Let the minions come forth. What's up, the Smisko? With different frame rates and pixel densities on i3, I'm not sure. I really don't know. I didn't really encounter any issues with i3. Well, actually, no. So here's, never mind. There's actually some things. I'll show you what I do. I'll show you my i3 config. Though I think I should be able to do it from over there. Wow, i3. Okay, 1 second. We're just gonna have to do a little. Just 1 second. Little secret time. Secret time, real quick. I'm sorry. What? What do you mean? What happened to my Bash RC? Oh, I know what happened. It's because I don't have NeoVim. I installed my Vim thing for... Okay, 1 second. Let me just do a little... Okay, Vi. We'll just do this. For right now, just until I get things working. I don't even have... The alias isn't pointing to stuff. What am I doing? Maybe that's why it's not working. I just didn't give it the right... Whatever, I'll deal with that later. For right now, where's my i3? Here we go. We're just going to change this from NeoVim to just... Oh my goodness, dude. Everything is broken. You know what? I'm sorry, what? I gave up. I'm just gonna rock the normal basic Vim. Okay, we're just gonna do a little elevation. 1 second. 1 second, guys. 1 second and we should be good. Dang it, I'm just gonna do it the normal way. I don't even care. We're just gonna... I forgot where the thing is. Everything's just broken today. This is the life we're living right now. Okay, where is the setup at? Configs, i3 status config. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and it's not going to show everything. Yep. I think just i3 should be fine. Yep. Here's my config, finally. We're getting back to how things used to be. So my colors are here. For the different monitors, I just do this on startup. So we do xrender and set the output and set the mode and then the scale factor on the side and then their orientation. This is all thing we do. This is everything that's necessary to achieve different resolutions on different monitors and have it work the way you want it to. We're back. You can't use the same alias as a root because the root user has a different app. Oh. See, that's a skill issue on my part. Every stream. It's been these 2 streams, man. These 2 streams. Bye, man. What's up, big boss? Boss. Colonel. My Vim setting's broken, Colonel. But yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing we're dealing with. Hi, what's up, the Dasher? Is he streaming on other platforms? No, I'm not. I used to do stream, Twitch in here or sometimes Instagram, but I'm like, I don't like Twitch as a platform. It kind of sucks. I grew up like streaming on there a lifetime ago. But alas. Oh, we have some dirty Z fighting happening there. I don't like that. But alas, I said no. I said nay. I said nay. And now I'm here on YouTube. And I don't know. Sometimes I think about maybe dual streaming again to other platforms, but I don't know. I kind of like what we got going on here. All right, now that we're back to like largely working order, here we go. Last time we were defining this item scriptable object with this item ID and this type that's going to have different behavior and classifications and allows us, the developer, to assign a unique identifier to these items, their types, and then additional assets to it. It's largely what we're going to be doing here, just assets, if I'm going to be honest with you. However, the question becomes, if I want to actually use scriptables. Oh, that's right. So within here, this is where we're in the application at the very start. We're defining, we have to have a way of defining the items and then getting their IDs and passing them into here. So we can see what items are going to be associated with each level. So what is a gamer girl to do? How shall we structure this? Because I could just provide a list of IDs so we can have a lookup, dedicated lookup to it. As opposed to managing a scriptable object, I kind of like, I'm more partial to modifying the code directly because it's more convenient to be like, hey, these guys or something. I just like modifying code directly as opposed to messing around with Unity UIs and assets. So as much as I like, and I think scriptable objects can be pretty handy, if there's a way for me to just avoid this in its entirety, I wouldn't be opposed to it. But regardless, we'd have to have some kind of definition here of like all the items. Like it'd have to be something akin to, I define a list of, what do I call this? Yeah, just item. And then I would like manually construct these things here. And I would have to make this not a scriptable object. Oh, but here's the thing yeah. So I still want to use scriptable objects just because assigning asset references is indeed helpful. So I think instead of doing it here, we'll just make the scriptable objects, and now just have it be like, I don't know, something we set at the application here, so we know what we're working with, and then I assign everything explicitly from there. Yes, indubitably. I could do like a whole scriptable object that's just a list so we can have a registry of these things, but yeah. And then this is serializable. We're wrapping this in here because I'm not sure how I want to have this ID be defined. It's kind of redundant. There's kind of like, it's kind of dumb to have a struct to encapsulate one thing. I like it just because it helps me know that this is specifically an ID. Like when I just see a random I know it's an ID for something and not just like something else. But the one thing that I do not like is that I have to make this serializable, and I'm not sure. Like I think this changes if I can use constructors. If I have this thing here. I mean, I shouldn't, but I for some reason remember that being an oddity. But no, I'm gonna assume I'm remembering things wrong, and I've done something wrong here, haven't I? What have I done wrong? Let me catch up in chat real quick. My bad, guys. Also, let me put this back on random. No, not change function. 1 second. Come on. Come on. Spin you CD. And then make it random. Play. Sweet. Okay, let me catch up in chat. Now this is a dev stream. Thank you, Mr. Mayhem. How many lines has it been? I worked for Blizzard for 20 years. Legitimately? It's cool. Thank you, man. C#, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Morgan. Thank you, Morgan. What's NeoVim? I haven't heard NeoVim. It's a great text editor. I'm not using it right now. I'm using Writer, but we're trying to make it happen. Do you like pirate software? I'm very neutral. I never really watched his streams or consumed his content. I know there's this whole thing that went on with him, but honestly, I can't really say one way or another, man. Can't really comment too much about it. Nor do I really want to. And there's something critically wrong here. There's something critically wrong here. I've done something immensely wrong. And I don't know what it was. But it happens here. Probably some done syntactic thing. Yeah, the bracket there, that was the issue. Okay. So what would this look like once we start populating this with actual item? I mean, if we know we're gonna have levels be like sequentially like 0, 1, 2, like if we're gonna have it be ordered that way, then maybe this is redundant because I can just assign an integer for each level based off their ordering. Because we know if it's level 1, it's probably 0 through 7, and then level 2 will be probably 8 to etc. and so on and so forth. You know, so yeah. Hey, what's up? Redine. How are you doing today? Constructor? Yeah, we have a constructor. What's up, Salt? Or Scythe Minecraft? What are we learning? We're just coding, man. We're just here for the vibes. Just here for the vibes, man. How's the idea of Vim doing for you? It's great. I love it. I cannot not use Vim motions. Vim motions are my safe place. They're my happy place. What language? C#. Cozy, your Mac keyboard sounds made me more programming. I'm glad if it's making you program. I'm taking a dump while watching this stream. What's this code for item stuff? Python for me is simple for coding a game. I have very strong opinions about dynamically typed languages, but they kind of boil down to like dynamically. If you're making something of like significant complexity in terms of structure and architecture, you want to long-term static types are very helpful for keeping you in check. Doesn't mean you can't do great or complex things with dynamically typed languages. Dynamically typed languages open up this larger realm of bugs and problems that are prevented specifically by having a typed language, a statically typed language. But I know people do really cool stuff in Python. They've made games and a bunch of stuff with it, and so I'm not going to dog on it too hard. This is just my personal opinion and my personal experience with these dynamically typed languages. But yeah, I'm thinking this is kind of redundant if I'm going to be real with you, man. Like, this feels kind of dumb, honestly. I may just keep it in case I change things. If I decide to mutate this item ID to something different, but I think for querying purposes, this might be just like fine. In which case, like, we don't even have to specify in this constructor here. Like, if we can make the IDs programmatically and just assume each levels are going to do things the way I intend them to. Oh, maybe not. Maybe for special. I don't know. Yeah, for right now, let's do the simple dumb thing of just saying, hey, instead of giving you a bunch of item IDs, we're going to give you an integer of starting ID index. Oopsie. And then, I don't know. Yeah, because this takes in an array as well. Ooh, I really designed everything around taking an array, didn't I? Didn't I, Mr. Krabs? What can we do? I mean, we could just make a little loop here. It feels kind of dumb, but at the same time, it's such small things we're iterating through that it's like, and it's not happening every single, like it's not worth thinking about how performant this is. Like that's the non-issue, so I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna call this IDs. And then what are we gonna do for IDs? Oh, what are we gonna do? Actually, why make a list? I could just make an item. I can make an array of like a fixed size. And then we can just yeah, and then just do ID and assign stuff there. It's literally gonna just be this, except we have to do the constructor because I wrapped it in a type for a specific reason, which is fine. We do that, and then make this IDs. Actually, no, I shouldn't, because I'm gonna mutate the definition of this. Actually, I already did mutate this, because this is fine, actually. So what are we gonna do? Plus starting ID index. Oh, wrong place to do the arithmetic. Yep. And then I'm just gonna rename this for more clarity. And then this is gonna be wrong just because we changed the type and now I get to update it, and now it's gonna programmatically provide everything. The thing I don't like is that there might be variability between levels. Some levels might have more or less. So maybe having the actual list passed might have been better instead of assuming that there's always going to be 8 items. Oh, I did not consider that, did I? I did not. So in which case we just want to undo everything. I don't know. We'll figure out. Or maybe you could just enforce that in the game that there has to be 8 items in every single level. I don't know. This is such a non-issue. I can just change it or revert it back to where it was before anyway, so I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, cool. And then we can go back to our list and do some stuff. Let me catch up on chat, guys. Sorry about that. Let me catch up real quick. Sorry for a little zoning out there. Very intricate. Just some coding stuff. For recent, I recommend W3 for programming languages. I've seen information on both C++ and Python. Yeah, W3 has some good resources. Tuk tuk yam yam. What is that, Funova? Is it comfortable to write with that keyboard? Very comfortable. I used to have a lot of carpal tunnel issues, and they kind of went away using this keyboard. Are you in a bunker at the moment? Are you concerned about drone strikes there? No. Thankfully not. Salvation. The setup is insane. Thank you, alcoholic. What was your... I read the first word of your name and then read the rest of it and I was like, what? Oh, bad. Get to see the product? Yeah, I'll show you the product, the game, as it were. This may not... I mean, let's see. I'm assuming there should be some form of index outer range exception. But I don't know, actually. I don't think it should actually be a thing. Maybe on the client side stuff, or the view side things, but yeah, whatever. Bro, if you create many items, so it will be too difficult to manage the code. Well, each item is not fungible, or they're I think the term is fungible, non-fungible. Like, they're unique. They have to be hand placed and tracked because we have to keep track of that item specific state. So like, I kind of can't avoid it without, like, I can't avoid that programmatically. That's just a unit of work that's going to happen for these type of things. At least to my understanding. But yeah, and then this pops up and we get our progress bar that shows like how many things we collected and all that. And we need to show the score too very clearly. Yikes. Yeah, there's some... So I'm glad I'm not seeing any... I'm seeing a GTK thing, but that's always there. I'm not seeing anything more than that. So... Actually, I'm learning to... I'm actually loving the short hopping. I still need to fix that bug. Like, this only registers after a few frames of holding it down, but if you tap immediately, it goes long immediately instead of requiring you to hold it. Okay, so let's think. And we're gonna have to place this as well within the argument exception. Oh, that's for the depth map. That's for something else. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing. That's something different. That's a different class of problems. So I believe there is a level progress card, which is going to init a lot of this state, and then we have the state information here, and that's going to be pretty cool. This is where we're going to be setting the foreground elements. So I think, what are we going to do here? We're going to have a list of, we do have a list of raw image, and these are the items that are collected. And we have to iterate through here, and we have to get the state of it, and so on and so forth. So we have to... What are you? Item states. State, item, state. That's a redundant name. And there's a key and there's a value. Yeah. Oh, that's a pair, actually. K value pair. All right, let me catch up in chat real quick. 1 second, guys. Well, thank you, FK. How do you stream game development? Usually I stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then usually Saturdays as well. Those are my main days. Saturdays I might do some gameplay stuff, but Monday, Wednesday, Fridays is usually for sure my productive dev days. Just Google it. No. Makes me want to b-hop. Sweet, dude. Yeah, I want to have like really cool, like the biggest influence is kind of Super Smash Brothers Melee, because I love how the movement is very intricate and you can kind of develop your own style with it. So I want to have the movement of this game be very intricate, where it can allow a certain level of expressiveness with how you platform. It's a bit more weird because it's 3D, so there's a lot more variability spatially. So there's a lot of different considerations compared to like a 2D presented game like Melee or other types of games. I like how Krunker handles their movement, so I have to think about maybe doing something like that, like adding like a slide. Like there's dashing, but maybe change that to, I don't know, like maybe have like dashing where it's like a fixed speed, but if you like slide and do like something at a specific timing, you can actually build up speed, so you can actually end up going faster than a normal dash, but there's more opportunities to flub it. I'm not sure. There's a lot of possibilities. Is unlocked, which will be key value pair dot value, and then what are we to do? What are we to do? We have the ID, so we're gonna have to have like some kind of system or something centralized to query all this stuff. Unless I do, I don't know. You can do like item equals messy mansion application instance, and then level items first. Love these big linked statements. X, where X dot ID. Do I have it hidden? Did I really do that? I did do that. What a fool. What a load of malarkey. Unless I do, I can be really object oriented and have this be a public property. I did that before and that was annoying, and have it return this. Just so I know I can't mutate this. What is going on here? Did I not implement iComparable? That might be the issue. Yeah, wait, what? No. What's the issue here? Why are you mad at me? Yeah, because there's no implementation of that operator. Okay. That's like simple, but kind of dumb, but simple. I forgot what it was. Static bool operator. And I think you have to do the same thing for... No! Not equals. And then we simply do item ID A, item ID B, and then return A dot. Are these public things? I don't even, why am I doing, this is a public value I can access. I don't even have to do this. I don't have to do this operator overloading malarkey. I can just do this. Oh, that feels gross. ID to ID. Oh, I don't like that actually. Dang it, I'm just gonna do it. Because I actually like pleasant looking code. Okay, this should be fine now. I can do this comparator. Now we have this, and maybe make this be first or default, and then we can do if item is null, we do something here like, I don't know, early return, and set what are we iterating upon key value pairs, and we also need to have this be bound to like indices too. I'd want to do a for loop, but we'll just do this for right now and have this be not return but continue, because we're iterating through a loop. And we're gonna do I++ here, or why not just, oh, because you have to actually do indexing. Yeah, we're going to make this better soon or after this. I just want to get my idea out here. Actually, iterating through, through everything in here. Through item states. Can I just iterate through this like with a for loop? I can. I should have just done that, actually. Or actually, better question. Can I... Because state item, this is a dictionary, so this is gonna be looking for a, what do you return? Yeah, you're looking for a key value, so this is overloaded by a bracket operator. So can I get index? It's not guaranteed to be ordered, right? I don't believe so. Oh, I dislike this. Yeah. So we're gonna have to just do this, I think. All right, sorry guys. Let me catch up in chat real quick. Apologies for getting a little there. Concatenations, score text. What is this in relation to? Is this for an RPG? Not really. No, it's not an RPG. It's a 3D platformer. For simple UI updates, just use concatenations for... Yeah, but I'm not doing string concatenations right now. That's a different thing. What are we coding? We're coding an item thing. An iterator. Yeah, we're iterating. What library even is this? Is just I-1. What type of game is this guy coding? Is it RPG? Nah. Yeah, it's a 3D. I'll show you guys in a second. Let me show you the sauce. The sauce we're trying to cook. Here we go. Let me start it up for you guys. During college years, to go to clinic for my tinnitus, and I literally skipped coding class and doesn't know until today how to code. Just one class. I mean, like, you can learn how to code on your own without the class, though. Java or what? Python? Not C#. HS8. What is HS8? Got a century-old bulb. It's not a century-old bulb. It's a new one, but it is an actual, like, I think, was it a titanium filament? No. Is it titanium? I forgot what kind of filament it is, but it's an incandescent bulb. She turns on and off. I even have a dimmer here. I have it dimmed low so you can actually see the wiring. But if I made it like normally bright, it'd be like this. But these guys don't like having too much juice running through them, or else they pop like they did last stream when I had it plugged into there without a dimmer. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm trying to learn on my own. Yeah, you can do it, Natsu King. Just the big helpful thing is surrounding yourself with people who know more than you. Yeah, this is a basic look at the game right now. Yeah. And we can go here. This is an old level from the prototype, which has broken shading or fog values now. Is super busted as a result. You can't even see the character anymore in this scene. Well, I think it also has an old camera position that I never saved. Yeah. There's a lot going on. I died. Oh well. Anyways, you get the idea. Let's go back to the hub world. Yeah. But right now we're making items, so like, or designing the architecture for this item stuff, because like levels are going to have items you could pick, and they're not re-pick-upable. They're unique items that have persistent state across your save file, your play session. Not even play session, your entire save file. So once you pick it up, you've picked it up. And now that changes something fundamentally, and it's going to show up here in one of these holes, 8 holes, as something you got. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. And then we're making it so that we can have items have different behavior, make sure they work and being saved to our save format, save data format. That, you know, they're resistant to a bunch of different things. Thank you, Sliverheads. Modded C#, I heard you talking about Roslyn stuff. Yeah, I was doing it, trying to get Roslyn working for NeoVim. It's not working though, or it is. There's some messing around I have to do with it still, so we're gonna have to deal with that later. But right now we're just using Rider. It's good old-fashioned Rider. It is what we have. It's the best that we can do. We work with her. Item. Did I really need to do that, actually? That's such a dumb thing to do. I'll just do... yeah, one day I want to be able to use just Vim, NeoVim, instead of using this ID. I like this ID, but I use it for work, and there's something nice about using the terminal that just feels just a little bit more lighter weight. I don't know, and just different from what I use. I work with this full time, so it's nice to use something that's different. You get what I'm saying? Anyways, item. If item's null, we continue on our merry way, and if it's not, we check to see if it is unlocked. Then we have to hide it, which means we do the same thing we did here. Otherwise, we're gonna set this bad boy to be, we don't need to have this code in here. Set this bad boy to be true. And we may be at a predicament because this is a raw, oh no, it's a raw image. So it's a raw image component, which means I can set the texture to be item item dot. I know there's a because I want this to be set in an editor, but on runtime it should not be mutated, which is why we have these properties. And oh my goodness, this is turning into Crimson Crown again, where I just have this all these duplicate properties just to ensure non-mutation on runtime and yada yada yada. And oh my goodness, it is what it is. Cool. So I believe this should behave as I desire it to. Now it's just a matter of assigning this items thing. Yeah, we have to assign the data here. And okay. Means more to do. That's not crazy though. That's not crazy. And we have to test this. Oh my goodness. We're gonna have to test this in a very, we have to we're gonna implement this now, and then we're gonna have to wait a while to see if this actually behaves as we want it to. But it is fine. It is fine. Let us begin just setting the things that need to be set. So we have this level 1. We have these pits. These guys here, which by the way we should rename as like. Excuse me, I pressed F2. Oh, geez, I have to do it one by one. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. I refuse. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You can't keep doing this to me, man. Okay, fine. We get this. Copy all. I'm gonna make a new potential object just to organize this a little bit. I'm gonna catch up in chat real quick. 1 second. Let me just finish my train of thought here. Items. Icons. Icons? No, icons. And then we simply go in here and paste. Yes. In here. And we move it to the foreground. Like so. Oh, joyous day. And then we go to here. We find the field that is required of us. Specifically. Oh, I can't find it. Oh, it's right here. Yes, I wasn't scared. Were you scared? I wasn't scared. And we must assign them one by one. I should do a program. Whatever. No. Is this using a raw? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we're not using Unity's UI stuff, so we're actually using a mesh render for them bad boys, which is simple. Then we just change this to be main texture, or I believe. Okay, never mind. I'm confounded. I guess you have to set shader property or set material property. Oh my goodness. Or actually specifically set texture, I believe. Oh, I don't know. Materials, main texture, please. Yes, and that would work. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. Let me catch up in chat real quick. I got a little zoned in there. I refuse your refusal. We're back. I've got to teach in the morning, and now I'm going to be glued to this all night. Oh, you and me, Octane. I gotta get up tomorrow for work early. Brother. I'm not sure if you guys have done this before, but I have this for the first time ever. I have to actually interview potential people for the company I work at, which is I didn't realize how weird of a position that is for me. So I need to do some additional investigation reading and all that kind of stuff. It's fun. I mean, I'm not sure if it's fun. It is a new responsibility, and I welcome it. But it's also, foreign and odd to me. You making a game? Yes, I am making a game. To learn coding, only way to endure for me is to make the whole thing enjoyable. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, partially like this stuff. Like coding, part of making coding fun for me is kind of making some of the peripheral things cool. Like, hey, the way I interact with code is, it feels like its own little game. Like, how can I get better at navigating my terminal? How can I do tools like this? It feels more like I don't know. It makes it feel cool to me to do coding versus just using a normal keyboard and no Vim motions or whatever. Like, yeah, a lot of this stuff is like part of it just makes it more enjoyable, and then the CRT adds novelty. It's cool. I'm terrified. Why are you terrified, man? How much time did you invest in coding to learn all this? Oh, brother, dude. It's like, dude, decades. I've been doing this since middle school. Well, maybe not this specifically. I was like, most of my life since like middle school to college is like very stagnant as far as code is concerned. Coding was just kind of a necessary evil that I did. Only now recently did I actually start getting decent. I'm not even sure if I'm going to say good, because I don't feel quite good, but I feel at least decent. Like I feel fine saying, hey, I do this professionally, kind of. Even then, sometimes I feel odd about that. But I don't know. Of the interview questions, yeah, I'm making the interview questions, at least half of them. How do you read anything on a monitor that's scaled that small? You can't even see the C in game view. It'll work. I can make it work. Look, your eyes can only look at one place at a time. And most of my setup is optimized around like just getting the right context in front of your eyes instead of having all the context open. I wouldn't be able to do this on Windows, because Windows is just not as efficient like i3 to move and navigate things around, you know? I wouldn't be able to do that. But here, because I got i3 and everything working the way I want to. In fact, I have borders on here, so I'm like sacrificing more space than I need to have this look. But we're able to work with the space good enough to do the things we need to do. Oh, Humanity's back. Good to see you, Humanity. Yeah, it's I'm running at 640 by 480. Scrolling window managers? What's scrolling window managers? Oh, I guess I don't know how I made a game for my capstone project. Because yeah, games feel like little miracles sometimes. Actually, not sometimes, all times. It's crazy. Like it's like that Rick and Morty meme where it's like, come on, in and out. We're gonna spend 2 weeks, make a game, get out. Okay, that's the. Come on, Morty. We're gonna spend 2 weeks, in and out. And then a year later, we're here. Actually, more than a year later. It's pretty nutty. It's pretty nutty. Limit increase. I think this should be kind of have the appearance of something fungible. So I may even. I need to debate. I might make a custom editor for this, just so I can hide the texture field for anything that's not this limit increase, because they're all going to look the same. They're going to have the same icon, so that's not important necessarily. But I also want to have different holes for this. So card icon. Back. Okay, now we have to have items that the player can. We already have some foundations for this. I've implemented a bunch of different variations of this behavior of like an object that lives in the world. The player goes onto it, it triggers some kind of behavior, and bada bing, bada boom, it's done, right? I think I call them. I have a pickup class for this kind of thing. There's a dust tile pickup and then a gem tile pickup. Gem tile pickup might be more akin, or maybe I just like recycle this, because I don't think we're gonna do gems, or maybe I do. I don't know. There's so much things I need to throw out and clean up. Because the gems have a specific, because this one we identified things by generating a GUID in the name, and then we use the name of the game object to actually identify it and save files, which is that's a whole thing. That's a very whole thing. But we're not doing that anymore. So maybe I yoink this logic and do my special little modification and then delete this or something else. Because it's relatively simple. We're making a game, Darren. Are you using on Linux? I know older versions of Unity Editor like 2020 are buggy as all get out. Oh, I'm using old version. I'm using like 2022 right now, which probably explains why it's so buggy, because last stream I had an issue where if I tried dragging dropping anything, it would crash the editor instantly, like like any kind of drag and drop motion would crash it. So that was the whole thing. They placed them horizontally. You can scroll between them. I'd have to see a video of this. Let me just. I want to see a video. Okay, what does this guy got for me?
You know what? Let's go back to my roots and let's talk about.
Goodbye. And I just want to see a video of the thing in motion. Okay, dude's running arch. So he has it organized like this. Oh, like you can resize things around. Well, it's kind of like multiple desktops, right? Like a bit more transition. That's cool. Unless I'm not getting the full picture. If there's something more beyond that. No, I don't wish to seek. Oh my goodness. Why? What did I do to earn this? Okay, here we go. Yeah. Maybe I should actually listen to the guy. Maybe that'd be a good idea, but on a game for a year where there's no proven, it all comes down to a single release, maybe betas after putting, wait, Code Brew, I'm not making this game commercially. Like, I do want to, like, it'd be nice to make money on this, but I don't require this game for money. And honestly, I kind of don't want to ever have to work on games for money. I think I mentioned it a couple of times in previous streams, but game deving is something I do for the enjoyment of it. I like it, and it's kind of like my escape from things. Not I mean escape. It's like my nice cozy area where I get to experiment and try different things. So like, for me, having any kind of financial motivator or pressures, I feel like would kind of ruin it for me. So yeah, I'm definitely not operating with the best practices for making, and I'm aware of how you would actually do this should you want to like make this a profitable thing, but that's not a priority for me, and I'm fine just iterating on this the way I want to and doing things that I think are cool. So like even writing my own lighting model instead of using Unity's lighting model, like that would not be a great decision if you're just focused on that. But because I find it interesting and I find it cool to try to be like, hey, can I implement my own lighting and fog and maybe even my own volumetric fog? Like, dude, let me just do that. Or add some weird light sources that Unity doesn't normally have, like these 2-point line lights. Like, yeah. If you're doing like a product specification up front or a design like that, I don't think that'd be that big of a priority. We'll make it a job for sure. Yeah, it's like tiled window, but you can scroll sideways like your windows are aligned instead of multiple desktops. Okay, I got you. Any other books other than middle school ones? What do you mean books? Only know Code Academy, GitHub, Tagaland, Harvard, which offers free courses. Behi, not sure it helps in India. Kind of fits my use case because I don't like Windows getting resized, shoved when I open anything. Plus, two windows open on a single screen is kind of pointless. Okay, I got you. Yeah, there's some weird things that happen with this where it's like, hey, you know, now there's like this stuff you have to manage, and maybe having like this is not, you know, intuitive. You'd rather just scroll through it. Yeah, I kind of like this though. This definitely fits more with what I kind of like doing. But the tiling, I've never heard of that, and that's pretty sick, honestly. Like, despite my whole i3 things, like this, I would still probably give that a try, just out of curiosity. That's cool though. I'll check it out though. There's a laptop I'm considering making Linux, turning it into a Linux machine. So maybe I'll play around with that there. Yeah, let me find the point light real quick. Yeah, this bad boy. You have a line light. A line light. And let's make it, because this is on the what coordinate? What's the coordinate space we're working on with here? I forgot where I don't see the unity arrow that indicates. Oh, whatever. Oh, did I change the point light data? My bad. I meant to, what did I mean to modify? Oh, I didn't open up my aromatherapy candle. Forgot to do that. While I don't recommend shipping a game with it, Bevy and Rust more specifically is a really neat engine and language to experiment with. Oh, I did Rust for a while. It's awesome. Yeah, I did Rust. I never played with Bevy though, so I should probably give it a try, but Rust, I'm like, nah. I did my own engine in Rust a while ago, or a little small game engine in Rust. And yeah, now I'm more on the C++ train. But Rust is cool. It's yeah. Is the engine Jose Hernandez? Why you're not using Animator? Because I don't like Animator. I don't like the Unity Animator. I use it for Crimson Crown, but I have my own sprite. I wrote I have my own sprite animator because I like having dropping a sprite sheet and letting it work with that. And I'm also kind of used to some of how GameMaker treats sprite animations. So the sprite animator I wrote kind of behaves in that way. And it was also made to bind normal maps with that, which Unity's animator normally doesn't really do, or you can't really do in a straightforward way for binding multiple. And it just becomes much more of a pain. Whereas like with this, I can just chuck in a sprite sheet, tell it the speed, and if it's, lit or whatever, and it'll just automatically animate the sprite the way I want it to. What was I doing? Oh, you have the card back, yeah. And we have the level progress card, and we have the items. So now we have to have items back, and this would be the back of this. And this should always be set. So I'm gonna do an assert to be super authoritative about it. Or I guess if it's not. Yeah, because this is gonna be setting. Set foreground items. Which would be likely just. And this should actually happen before. Oh no, yeah. Oh, I should have a default sprite for this. Yeah, I really should. Now that I think about it, a fallback one. Yeah. Because if it's null, then we just want to default back to that. So I can do resources load, or I can just assume that this sprite's here already. So we can do and then within here, I don't know, first element equals Oh, that feels scuffed though, if I'm gonna be honest with you. That feels jank. I'd rather do a resources load just to be super explicit that this thing, we're getting it from project resources. And we're gonna be setting things explicitly based off of that. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it that way. Rust actually really ergonomic. It provides some incredible paradigms for working with the borrow checker. Yeah, I need to check Bevy. I think what I need to do is just check Bevy. With Rust, I just didn't like it because it ended up having to write, like I wrote it the safe way and the way you'd expect it to. But if you want to make things that are really fast, you end up doing unsafe Rust for a lot of things. And it got to a point where I was like, you know what? If I'm doing this unsafe Rust, I might as well just not use Rust in this case. But that's because when I was writing my own engine and making specific decisions about that kind of thing. But it's different when you're using someone else's engine because they made the choice for you, so they have their idea of what is the ideal, and you just kind of get hooked into it and you work with it. And as long as you're working with it, it should be good. But I know there's like a few games that are made with Bevy that look pretty cool. I know Tiny Glade was something. Hey, yo, is there someone? You got people in Discord? 1 second. I'm surprised it didn't auto-detect. 1 second. By the way, guys, we have a Discord. I post dev updates there, and we're going to be doing gameplay testing eventually at some point in here. We will get there. Welcome, Woad Stoat. Welcome to the Discord, man. Yeah, resources. So let's just code the thing here first, because it feels right, and I don't like not doing the right thing. Oh my goodness. 1 second, let me just get this in here. Aloha. Oh my goodness. Move out of my way. I need to make stickers, dude. I'm slacking on that. What's gonna be the resource const? Default. Resource. Item. Back. Resource. This is like so. I don't like how verbose. I forgot what I even called this material or texture. Unity. All right, projects. We have. Honestly, dude, I'd just rather use Ranger. I'd rather use Ranger for this kind of thing. Like, I vastly prefer using this than Unity's. Train. It's not even Unity. I think it's just that kind of thing. So it's not going to be in here. It's actually just in UI. There's level previews, materials. That's for the lock-on stuff. There's testings here. Actually, I don't know where this is located, now that I think about it. I assumed it was going to be here, but it's not. If I go into our features, unless it's like in level states, level progress. Here it is. Yeah, item hole is like somewhere here. It might share actually some properties there. It might be in... Yeah, because these are .meta. Progress core back. Item hole, there we go. So we just gotta yoink this guy and bring him to... Actually, can we select both? And then bring him into resources. Yep, they're there. And I can delete them. Okay, so that should be the case. And what was the name of this again? It was progress card underscore item hole. And we go back here. Oh, it's supposed to be constant. Oh my goodness. Whole resource. I don't like these namings at all. I also don't want to make things needlessly verbose. Whatever. I'm pretty sure this should be correct. Let's go into Unity and make sure everything's fine here. Hunky-dory. Hey, is that my boy Terrell? The boy? The man? Why don't you use Yazzie instead? CLI file manager is newer than Ranger. Does it have Vim bindings or Vim motions? Also, what's up, Signal Bean and PJ 420? Good to have you here. What's up, Jose Hernandez? What's Yazzie? What's Yazzie? Better use a protect panel. What's a protect panel? Hair loss? Is that a real thing? Really sucks. It's very unergonomic, and working in safe Rust can require workarounds. No, actually, I don't find unsafe Rust that bad, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, a lot of stuff is kind of similar. Like, yeah, syntactically it's different, but it's kind of similar enough to C++ where it's not a big deal, especially like more modern C++. But yeah, it's just like it feels like I'm using the tool not for what it's intended for. You know what I'm saying? Where are we going to? Level progress. Is it still here? No, the item's still here. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. I already have this asset here. Yeah, there we go. And then let's just add the logic for... Actually, we can do the null coalescing operator too for this. Yeah, it seems suitable there. Oh my goodness. I tried cleaning up one thing and I just end up making things worse. And this is not... We can even make this static. Yeah. And then finally we just do the thing here we mentioned where... Or actually we just assign things, right? Dot main. These are mesh renders, so it's gonna be material, and then main texture is gonna be, and we can just do like a little ternary operator, which is if item is null, we use the default back. Otherwise, we get item dot card back. Did I not set it? I forgot to do that. What do I call it? Card icon. In case there's some special silhouette we want to have here. Cool. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Q. So this should handle things in this case. And let's just make sure this asserts that this is not a null. Just so you can avoid some things. I mean, it's going to be just an array that's pretty easy to track, but I just want to confirm to myself that this is not null. And we're going to be using... Oh, Unity has their own... We also have NUnit too. I don't know what to use. I don't think Unity's not... Yeah, no, Unity's suck. Or at least maybe I'm not using it for what it's supposed to be used for. We'll use NUnits. Cool. Now, ooh, a compile error. What's wrong here? Oh. Is it assembly? Is it a missing assembly reference? Yeah. I don't even know if I have NUnit installed here. Okay, we'll just use Unity's then. Oi. What do you have for me, Unity? Are not equal. Okay, that's good enough for me. And now we just have to assign these things here. Not a big deal. Let me catch up in chat real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Well, I just learned that for Java, what specifically, ternary operator, seems too hard for me to comprehend. What type of game this guy is making, guys, by the way. Yeah, I'll show you in a second then. Unity is safer. Oh, really? Is Turmerica back here? Where's Turmerica? Your stuff is insane. Ergo doc similar. Yeah, it's great. The CRT and what distro? OS? Yeah. Here's your specifics. You're one of a kind. Thank you, Noah. I appreciate it, man. What's up, Loris? Good to see ya. Valheim music. Every day too, because my work is server maintenance. Oh, really? That's interesting. Well, I guess it makes sense that you'd be, because what, for server stuff, like the most convenient things that are accessible are like Nano, right? Nano and Vim. I can't I understand Nano, but I also just, I don't understand how people prefer that. Maybe I just haven't seen the light. Also, what's up, Signal Bean? Welcome to the Discord, man. Yeah, you made it. You made it. Oh, man. Yeah, we have to do stuff in the scene now. Let's just go do that. How old are you? Not too old. Relatively young. Still very relatively young. I'm like almost 30. Where are we at? Level assets, where art thou at? Oh no. When did this happen? Oh, Yoko, oh no. Oh, because it's... Okay, I understand. I understand why this happened. Actually, I don't understand why this happened. It's okay, though. We will not worry about that for now. I won't be worried about that. We're just going to instead set these. Honestly, I could have just done get child, like get children of component, or get components in children. And maybe I should have done that. Honestly, this is kind of making me mad clicking this. So we're just gonna, I think I'm just gonna do that, dude. If I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I hate having to do this. The only reason that this may have to be different is in case, like, I need to configure specific objects, but... Yeah. Items. Container. I'm sorry if that Discord notification is tripping you guys up. 1 second. Also, let me change the CD real quick, because I believe we're at the end of the track. I think we're going to do some Windows 95 vibes. I think that's what we're going to do today. I think we're going to just do some good old-fashioned Win 95. How are we doing for time? It's 12:26, so we're gonna have to wrap it up soon. I have to get some. I have to get up for work in the morning, guys. Isn't that crazy? It's like I'm a member of society or something. Let's see. This is a good one. This is a good one. Let me put this guy in. I love hearing the CD spin. Wait for it. Spin. Spin for me. There we go. Let's go. Oh, man. The best engine. What do you work as? I work in VR. I work in VR. That's the main thing I do here. Oh, I do need system collections, don't I? Item. Icons. Item back icon tag. Okay, we have that. And then we can do this here. 1 second, let me check the Discord. What's going on here, guys? Oh, more friends. Oh no, it's just Bean. Thank you, Bean. Chad React. Hello. It is good to have you. Yeah. My dear Bean. My dear Signal Bean. Or is it Beam? I think it's Bean. My dear Signal Bean. Okay. Isn't it fun to just talk aristocratically? Aristocratically. That's the thing I'm trying to say. Alright, I'm gonna mute real quick. Cause I know it's probably messing with you guys hearing. There's some people with Discord here that are probably like checking their notice. Okay, yes. I was gonna do something here. That's what I was gonna do. Which was gonna be item icons equals get item. What did I call it? What did I call this bad boy? Did I still have Discord open somewhere else? I do have it here. You know what? Maybe I should just silence it. Yeah. where it's cozy. No, lock the gates. Lock the gates. It's just a Discord, man. We're not. It's not a camp. It's not a jail. You're locked in here with me. Okay, where is? Do I have another instance somewhere else? Like, what is going on? I guess I have 3 instances around here. Okay, I think I got it. Item container. There we go. I believe it's get components in children. And hopefully this doesn't become more complicated beyond that, because then things are gonna have to change. Item. And the same thing applies there. And now all the errors here are just due to what we're accessing, which is honestly, what am I doing? So we know we need to replace every instance of item with item icon back, I believe. Oh, whoopsie. No, that's I did the command correctly. The name is wrong. Item icons. That's what it's called. Underscore item icons. Cool. And then this is just one thing, so I'm just going to manually do that. Back icons. And that should be fine. Okay, cool. Now I just have to set the containers instead. Yeah, no, it doesn't support JavaScript. This is this is 2022, and this JavaScript's been out of the picture for a while. I remember using that version of Unity in high school, though. That was a trip. We're gonna make a new create empty. Create empty. Here. Back icons. Okay, perfect. Now I can just go into level and manually assign this, and now it's just one item instead of 8 items. Beautiful. Precisely what the doctor ordered. Precisely what the doctor ordered. I can save, and the only thing that can really test is to make sure the back icons are being set. We're gonna see how well this works. So much work for just a simple little UI. No! They're not set correctly. They're not set correctly. And scene textures, knowledge utility. That's something else. That's a render target thing. So this is the only thing that might be, and that's in progress card for sure. 67 is the issue. And I incremented ahead of time. That's why. Whoopsie. Okay, that's a relatively simple mistake to make. Accidentally incrementing before the access. Yeah, that's an easy thing to fix. I believe that might be the only thing I need to address. Yeah. All right, let's try it again. Let's try this again. Background sign name. It's let me show you the video. I need to link it in the video description as well, because it's a great track. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Mahyar? Good to see you here, man. Let me find it on YouTube. I think I'm gonna go back to the previous videos I used this guy's music from. I think that's worth doing. I think that's right. That's right and proper. So I'm gonna have to do that. Windows 95 ambience. Yeah, it's a guy named Retrovex Ambient. Check out this video. It's great. I think there's another one I listened to as well, but check it out. Really great stuff. Very great stuff. Most excellent. Most excellent. High praises from me. On Godot, it's good engine, open source. I don't like it. I mean, I'm not gonna anger people. I don't want to anger people. I don't personally like Godot, and as far as some technical requirements on my part, and also just joy of programming, it doesn't meet some of those requirements for me. Some of those requirements can be assuaged by community developer efforts or even me like doing it, but I think I'd rather, for the type of developer experience I want to have and control, I'd rather just write my own. And it's still doing the thing. It's still doing the thing. Yeah, I think I showed it in previous streams too. Like, there's an engine I've been working on the background, right? I had it. It's on the backseat right now until I get a game done. This game specifically, and there's one more game in the pipeline that's significantly completed as well. But as soon as I get those 2 games done, I really would like to hard pivot into the editor, that engine. The cozy engine, I'm calling it for right now, tentatively. Though really it's more like a framework that I could just bring into any game I start that's going to give some basic foundations, and then and a basic a level editor that is very Vim oriented. But yeah, there's something going on here. And there's only 3 errors, so I think we fixed the out of bounds issue. What I'm not liking is that these textures are not being assigned correctly. And makes me believe that this let me actually start this up again, and let me actually select the items so I can actually inspect to see is this being assigned or is it not. I'm using Rider. KRKs, no. Yamahas, I don't like KRKs are very bottom heavy on the frequency range. I like things that are very clear and precise in the highs. KRK rockets though are not bad, that's for sure. But Yamahas and then Atoms are also really cool. But I'm getting like oh brother, is my CRT dying? No, it's happening on the screen as well. Okay, this is a screen buffer thing. This is a depth buffer thing. But I bet if I change it to this, all of a sudden okay, I got scared. I was like, is my CRT dying on me? Okay, we're gonna stop here. No, I didn't mean to click on you. No. I have to get into interactive range. But if I do that, you're gonna think I'm clicking. No. Okay, we're just gonna go back here. And I'm gonna stop short. I'm gonna go into level. I'm gonna go into game objects. And it's gonna be actively setting itself false, which I guess is correct behavior, but also makes debugging so much more problematic. But it's okay, because I can still access this, and there's no texture set. No texture assigned. Nothing. Now I am using what unlit shader I'm using? Transparent cutout. No, so main textures should be applied to it as well. Okay, I have questions. Okay, that's what I was asking. Okay, yeah. Is he behind on chat? Yeah, I'm a little behind. Sorry, guys. I get wrapped up on developing stuff. I do business logic crap for $150 an hour. I hate it. It burns my soul. Yeah, it'd be like that, man. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, though, dude. That sucks. At least for me, I find my day job, even though it's not game deving, I still find it very enjoyable and meaningful, which definitely helps my enjoyment and working and, you know, willingness to put in extra effort there and whatnot. But yeah, when your day job is something that's not fun or great and eats away at you, yeah, dude. I wish I can give more actionable advice, but it's very hard for me to, like, the closest thing I could talk about is like retail work. But that was just soul sucking, and the only solution to that was just getting another job. If I have to choose between game coding and a little less money versus boring coding and more money, I'll choose game deving. It called out my name like that. I'm glad, Signal Bean. I'm glad. OLED monitor though. How old are you, dude? I'm getting like I said, I'm getting close to 30. Where are you from? I'm from the US. Like Midwest. So it's starting to get chilly and starting to get cold up here north. It's getting a little nippy. I love winter. Winter's my favorite season. It's my absolute favorite. It's my favorite. It's unlocked. Items back. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here, but I'm gonna assume that I'm just tired. So I'm gonna probably end stream here, guys, and get ready to go to sleep, because I actually have to go to work. There's things I need to do. But I'm not gonna hop off yet though. I'm gonna stay a little bit longer just to answer some questions, catch up. And before I hop. In Spain here, only $50 USD per hour for coding website backend. That's pretty gnarly. I worked in managed service IT for small business for a year. I was miserable starting doing data center work, and I'm much happier. I'm glad to hear that, heart. What's your current time? It's in the bottom of the screen right there. It's like 12:41 a.m. I haven't gone beyond Hello World. Hey, everyone starts somewhere, man. On a paper first, or you just draw on a sprite? I just draw. Oh no, I use Krita to sketch things out, or I draw sprites on paper as well. I do both depending on what I'm doing. It's really flexible. To learn coding skills, a lifetime, brother. But to get really good, I had or at least reasonably good, which I think I am. I wouldn't class myself as really good or even particularly good, but being surrounded by people who are way smarter than you is very helpful for your growth. It is very helpful for your growth. I think I mentioned it a few times. I haven't busted this out in a while, so I'm going to bring it out right now. Yeah. But I think the biggest barrier, there's like 3 domains of knowledge that exist in this world. Oh, come on, dude. Why do you do this to me? 1 second, we're just gonna go dark for a second. I'm still here, don't worry. Just have to go dark a little bit. 1 second. Just save it at this point. I have to do this on stream so much. There's gonna be a little tidbit of knowledge I'm gonna drop, or at least my belief about this kind of thing. Oh my god, I don't want AI. Get AI out of here. And oh, do I not even have the correct? Dude, where's my stuff? This is not my stuff. Where's my stuff? Okay, here we go. Here's the stuff I'm talking about. So there's like 3 domains of knowledge. There's the things that you know, there's the things you know that you don't know, and there's the things that you don't know you don't know. And the biggest barrier for growth is between the boundaries between the things you don't know to the things you don't know. And the only thing, the way to go from here to here is either like researching like crazy, which people can do, but oftentimes like that can be very difficult because things feel like just, it's hard to make that connection. Or being surrounded by people who know much more than you and getting that tidbits of knowledge, or even getting them to explain something to you. That's how you start moving things from this category to this category. Like, hey, I heard so-and-so bring up something called Git for managing your code versions and collaborating. I don't know what that is, but now I know it exists and I can go Google it. And in this area is where you have control. You can choose what you decide to learn. I can go, hey, all right, let's look into this Git thing and move it into this category. So here you have control, but here is like the biggest limiter towards growth. So either like be super curious in reading paper, like documents or articles, or Googling or looking for blog posts or something, or being surrounded by people, either like making contacts and networking, or going to events like game jams physically in person, or even online. You can make contacts with people, or doing Discords, like just getting surrounded with people who know more than you, because little tidbits of knowledge are gonna fall off them, and you're gonna fall into this category. So this is the boundary you're trying to overcome, and I think that's gonna be the most helpful thing for you. Most of my stagnation came from me not trying to move things from this category to this category. And that only changed when I started surrounding myself with smarter people. Oh, missed that panel on mobile overlay. Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. It's very innocuous. There's also things beyond our perception and capabilities. That's a separate thing, though. Looking through and trying to find a solution to my issue, and it's hard to find these types of people that know that info. Yeah, and part of it, like, this is easier said than done, right? Like, my growth came from just getting hired, getting a job, first of all, and then, learning a lot from those people who I work with. So that, and then before that, being surrounded by people in college who are really about this kind of stuff and always working on things and getting information from them. I started asking about what I want to know. Is that a new keyword? I remember you were using the IBM. Yeah, this is my regular one. The IBM is like for fun or special occasions or something. Bro has public GitHub repositories for sharing. Yeah, I have Trixelbit's my Discord or my GitHub. You can probably find the Discord or something. There's nothing really there for people. I think I wrote a library for Godot to help people with asynchronous behavior. That's like the most public like attempt at like contributing to something. Repositories. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, my configs as well for i3 and whatnot are here. Yeah, TypeScript thing. Here, Unity coroutines and Godot. Yeah, I didn't switch to Godot. I just need to update this because this is not accurate anymore. I'm not a Godot head person anymore. But yeah, this is to get like coroutines that you're used to using in Unity and Godot, in case you didn't want to use C# or Godot's signal stuff or what have you. But yeah, I imagine it probably still works because it's largely a C# thing, and I just add Godot bindings for like nodes, and unless they change nodes fundamentally, I think it should be fine. But outside of that, like, there's not that much I have publicly available that's useful or cool. Ah, man. If you've got a cushy code job, I'd say don't even dream about getting into a studio, to be honest. The grass isn't greener, realistically. Well, that's the goal. I don't want to, like, if I do, it would have to be, like, don't know. I don't know what conditions would prompt me to do game deving full time or have my studio be full time, but right now I have no goal of doing that. I like my job. I like doing the things I do there, and I like keeping games as a fun thing I do for the enjoyment of it. You can't control. Even the industry has its muck. Yeah, well, that's also part of it. It's like I'm making games for people to enjoy, but it's not for them particular. It's for me. Like, I'm making a game I'd want to play. Oh, thank you, Jose. I appreciate it. Our best and hope we find a good match with a company that has like a like-minded attitude. So there's also a I don't know. Does it stock like that? I'm not sure. Yeah, you're talking about like a fourth, like beyond comprehension. The thing, the unknowns. There's the unknown unknowns, and then there's like the incomprehensible, I guess. I just applied. I actually went through an agency. That helped me out. I used an agency to get this current job. So I didn't apply. I looked through an agency site and I saw a job posting for this company and I applied there. See being a game developer as being a post-success notch. Yeah, that notch is a crazy level of success. It's incomprehensible. I just want to work on a thing for the joy of it and get it out. And if it makes money, it makes money. Like, this has always been my enjoyment thing. So this week I want to play Little Big Planet because that's a game that got me into making games in general. Yeah, like that, making things in that game was really enjoyable, and there's just the delight of making a thing happen and work, and making a world that, you know, is inside my brain and externalizing that out. And a lot of what this is kind of externalizing this stuff. And I like coding. Coding is fun. I do enjoy it, but the fun here is like taking something that I have in my brain, a world that I have ideas for and I want to build, and an emotion or feeling I want people to experience, and creating that experience. And I don't know, there's just something about financial incentives or financial pressures that just kind of muddy the water and kind of like, I don't know, it just modifies things, because now you're not making something that is you, but a bit more polished and refined, and something that's meant to be marketed towards people or meant to attack a niche. And there's considerations you have to make because the target audience isn't you, it's these people, whatever target audience you're trying to get at. And yeah, and then there's like other external factors that can compromise. Not even like I think people, like, you make compromises without even realizing you're making a compromise. I don't want to deal with that though. Like, and it's not necessarily like I have a vision that I don't want to compromise. Like, this is not necessarily high art, but at least I want to make this, like, you know, I don't know. I just want to enjoy this. I don't want to have negative associations with it. It's like 2022. Yeah. If you can get out in the mega bonk wake. What's a mega bonk? Also, there's knowledge that you can't study. I come from poker, so I can call it the bad beats playbook. Like, there's a difference between being told don't push to main on Friday night, and then there's truly understanding. Yeah, there is. There's people who are good at parroting. Like, I can sit here and talk about like BVH trees and how they're used for optimizing like queries to mesh surfaces and all this kind of stuff, but I've never really implemented that. So, like, even though I know what it does at a high level and some of the implications of it, because I haven't implemented it and because I haven't done that, there's critical fundamental knowledge that I just lack there. that you only get by doing it. Likewise, like, you can talk about what might go into a game engine, but until you actually try implementing it yourself, you're not going to be able to intelligibly talk about some of the problem spaces you're encountering there and the little deep insights that are kind of harder to articulate. What is going on here? I just turned to the side and I just see a wall of deleted. That's goofy. Anyways, guys, thank you for the company today. It's getting late, so I'm going to call it here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, stay cozy. Until next time, I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.